Now another point is the bellow. So you people may have studied some switches on the in control system components. In control system components. So this particular control system components switches, either they are used for the on or off purpose. And here as an example we have taken the switch. So what is going to happen in this one, that bellows are playing a significant role, and the structure of the bellow is like this. So this one is the structure of the bellow. If you see over here, this is a diaphragm like a structure, and here we people are applying a force. So what is going to happen, this one is going to be elongated one due to its elasticity. Due to its elasticity. Now switch is there. So what is the function of the switch? Switch is playing very important role in this one. As you have studied various type of switches, the function of switch is either to make on the circuit or either to make circuit off one. So if it is open to close and close to open, so what is going to happen, if the circuit is closed at first instant, after applying a pressure as an input, this switch either it will become open or either it will become closed. Depending upon the condition of the switch, this is going to be operated one. I will not go in that much depth, but this is operated based upon the pressure. Rather than that, I will give you one of the best example. All of you have seen a cooker which we people are using in our day-to-day life regularly in the kitchen. So what is the working function of that particular cooker? Here we are providing a heat to the cooker, and at one instant it will generate a whistle. What is the actual construction working of that particular whistle? Why that whistle is generating a sound as an output? Because the reason is that if that whistle is not working, there is a chance of having a accident or blast of that particular device. So that cooker will blast if there is no exit to the air which has been generated, or rather than that, the pressure which has been created in the closed vessel, in the closed vessel. So what is the mean of existence or the exhaust of that particular one? So the mean or the exhaust of that particular mean is very simple, that when we people are applying a pressure as an input to it, by or it is created due to the heat, automatically when it reaches to its threshold level, that whistle or that pressure switch also you people can consider, that pressure switch will become open and it will try to generate the output, or it will try to exhaust the pressure that has been created in the cooker. Okay, so the bellows are somewhat means for the understanding of the switch I have represented this one. So how your pressure is increasing and how that particular pressure switch is open. In the similar manner, this bellow may be connected to your pressure switch, and when it moves beyond the limit, that pressure which we have applied as an input to the bellow, this is going to this particular one is going to move in the upward direction, creating motion across the switch, either for open or either for closed, depending upon its condition, whether it is normally open or whether it is normally closed. If it is normally open, at that time when pressure increases, it becomes closed. When it is normally closed and when we are applying pressure, at that time it becomes normally open. So this is the working construction of the switches. And bellows are nothing but these are the elastic elements to which we people are applying a pressure. We people are applying a pressure. And due to its property of elasticity, what is going to happen? It is going to move either elongate or either compress. So bellows are nothing but they are pressure sensor or transducer, which is sealed, made up of some rubber also you people can consider, but the structure is sealed that has a multiple rigids. Rigids means rigids are nothing but these are the rigids. So means foldings. Rigids means foldings that has a multiple rigids like a plates. So this structure is like a plate, and we people are generating the resultant output based upon the elongation. Based upon the elongation. So pallets of an accordance that are either compressed slightly when sensor is manufactured, and when the pressure is applied to the chamber, or the chamber will try to expand and open the pallets. So these particular pallets will try to be open or elongate one. This will move in the upward direction when we are applying a pressure as an input to it. So this can be used as a spring also to oppose the movement of the bellows and provide a mean to adjust amount of travel the chamber will have when pressure is applied to that particular one. Okay, so this is the structure of your this one bellow. What are the materials that is used to design the bellows? It doesn't mean that we people can use elastic or only rubbers, but some metal alloys are also used for designing of the Bourdon tubes. In the previous lecture, whatever we people have studied the Bourdon tube. So for designing of the Bourdon tube, brass is used, then phosphorus bronze is used, beryllium copper is used, stainless steel is used, then nickel alloy is used, then your fuse quartz is used. So these are the materials that these materials are suitable, and these materials are having the property of elasticity. So the designing is also made in such a manner that it can generate the resultant output in the proper way, so as to generate the output in correspondence with the applied pressure. In correspondence with the applied pressure, because the deformation is totally depend upon the input pressure that has been applied to the Bourdon tube. So what are the merits and demerits of this one? The Bourdon tubes are having the higher accuracy, then it is having the good dynamic response and excellent stability and good reliability also. If you see, when I am applying a pressure to the Bourdon tube or any elastic device, at that time, depending upon the material or depending upon its feasibility, it is going to generate the output in proportion to that of applied pressure input or in correspondence to the applied input. So if I have applied 3 psi as an input, it will show 3 psi on the scale. This seems, or this will try to represent, because it's designing in that particular manner. It is also having the good dynamic response. So the response generated will be in the proper manner, and the excellent stability is, it means if you have applied a 5 psi as an input, it is not going to deflect among 4 psi and 3 psi and 6 psi. When we have applied 3 psi, it is going to be settle or stable near about the 5 psi, along with the good reliability generating output. But with this, there are some limitations also, that it may lead, as we people are using the different materials, that may cause the effect of the environmental condition reflecting in some of the output in the minor form, and also it's having the lower range also. means 15 psi, 20 psi, 30 psi, not for the higher pressure ranges.